You can enjoy the beauty and physical and emotional power of the ballet with an upcoming performance called Legacy out at the Academy Center of the Arts. And to tell us more, we're joined by the co-founder and co-director of the Charlottesville Ballet, Emily Hartka, and artist laureate and choreographer Keith Lee. And I am so excited to talk about this because this is really contemporary as well as classical look at the ballet. Let's talk more about how Legacy came together.
This production has been years in the making, and it's our 15th anniversary for the Charlottesville Ballet. We are the resident dance company here in Lynchburg and have been since the Academy Center of the Arts opened in 2018. And it's personal because obviously Keith Lee is here in Lynchburg. I'm a graduate of EC Glass and the former Virginia School of the Arts, and so it's been our vision to bring creative programming to the Lynchburg audiences. So this show is, gosh, the whole gamut from, classical fairy tales to innovative new works that really tell the stories of our time. And it's celebrating 15 years of this organization and bringing the arts across Central Virginia.
And speaking of which, you've taken local dancers over the years and brought them to the stage, and you'll see some local dancers here as well, right?
Yes, the cast for this production is about 25 professional dancers. There's also a cast of about 22 or so children, and then live music. We have Dr. Catherine Wirtz, who's at Liberty, is helping us as music director, and she'll be having 4 different musicians, including herself, playing piano on the stage on March 18th.
And of course, we're going to talk to Keith about being a choreographer, but you have other choreographers you want to mention too, Emily.
Yes, this production will have 5 different choreographers, including Keith. We'll also have Sarah Jansen-Claiborne. She is the co-founder and co-director, my business partner. She's created a beautiful new work. Ruth Sherman, Brandy Lee, Pedro Salai.
And you're really helping to bring some contemporary pieces to this show. Tell me more about that.
Well, the first piece that's going to happen is a piece called Did He Jump or Was He Pushed? And it was to the music of Keith Jarrett, a contemporary pianist. And it really is to bring about mental health awareness. Back in the old days, people kind of kept that stuff in the closet, didn't really talk about it. But as you look at what's going on in the world today and all the different things that are happening, these issues are coming up more and more each day. And I lost my brother to suicide. It stayed with me, and I know that Emily has lost her brother as well. And this is something that we share. And she spoke to me about it. I was talking to her about it, and we thought it would be a good thing to talk about and to bring awareness to it. So that's very, very important to me and to her and to the organization as well.
Sarah and I founded the Charlottesville Ballet with a mission for health and wellness, not just physical health. Dancers always struggle with injuries and they're pushed to do all these, incredibly athletic things, but also the mental health piece.
Yes.
And when we asked Keith, would he consider putting this work, Did He Jump or Was He Pushed, from 1977?
Yes.
Such a personal experience for him to create it, for us to witness it, and then for the audience to experience
that. Exactly. And when you think ballet, you think of classical pieces, but there'll also be some rap music in this, I guess.
Yes.
Which sounds really fun.
Yeah. We're doing a new work of mine called Jag, and it's to the music of Mac Miller, who is a rap artist, and speaking of which, we lost Mac Miller 2 years ago. So again, just bringing that awareness.
That's the one where we'll have the children's cast, so ages 9 to 18 alongside the professional company.
Yes.
And Keith also has some visual art that's part of that piece.
Yes, and there's somebody I've been collaborating with for many years now. Her name's Susan Sandholland. It really started with me going into the Virginia Caverns.
Cool.
And I was inspired by the Virginia Caverns and the feeling inside of the caverns. I said, there's movement in here. I've got to do this.
And
the
way
architecture,
that it blends together.
It's art.
So
very good point. And then, of course, we want folks to know, too, that you can come out and enjoy the ballet. There's only 2 performances, but you can also get your family involved as well and be a part of the ballet. Tell me more about your programs.
So in Charlottesville, we've built this thing for 15 years now. We started with a professional company of dancers from all across the U.S. and around the world. Then we have extensive education programs. So we have now 700 students
Wow.
700, ages
Yeah,
1.5 to
700.
89
Oh, wow.
across Central Virginia. So there are opportunities to audition for performances, take weekly classes. We have the Nutcracker auditions here in Lynchburg every September. So that's extensive education programming. And then a big part of what we do is we go into the community with a program called CB Moves that now has public schools chance to dance. We have an adaptive dance program on Zoom and in person.
I love that.
For those with physical and intellectual disabilities. We have a movement for Parkinson's class. We also do Silver Swans for ages 50 and better. So really the idea that dance is for everybody, for all ages, all backgrounds, and that's a huge part. We have lots of volunteers who make all those programs happen and lots of donors and sponsors to help bring that to the community.
Lovely. And to get tickets to Legacy, head online to cblynchburg.org or get your tickets by calling 434-846-8499. You can also find more information on the performance on the social media pages for the Charlottesville Ballet.